Hello and welcome to Optimum Live, wherever you're watching us today, LinkedIn or YouTube. You are very welcome. I'm joined as ever by the Managing Director of Optimum, Tom Heeley, and today we are going to delve into the physio's bag. That's a question many of you, I'm sure, are interested in, is what actually goes into that bag when people run on sports fields to deal with injured competitors. Tom today is going to go through his physio bag, and let's see if there's a few hidden gems in there. Tom, good morning. How are you?
Morning, Martin. You okay?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good.
So, physio bag all ready?
Yes, already. Yes, physio bag's here already. This is my physio bag from skiing from the last couple of weeks. So there's probably a few bits that would be different to different sports, but yeah, this is my little kit for skiing that I take away.
Just a little bit about where you were last week. 10 days.
We went to Kazakhstan. So we went to Kazakhstan for a week with the singles and the duels of the moguls.
The British ski team, yeah?
Yeah, GB skiing, GB moguls. So that was the last singles event of the season, and then we finished off in Italy last week with the last duels event of the season, and wrapped up basically all the awards and the medals for the season as well.
Yeah, one word to describe Kazakhstan.
That's
a challenge for you.
Gloomy. Just a bit grey and a bit smoggy.
Okay, in its defence, it's probably cold as well. Right, mate, crack on. When do you? Let's say it's a football or a rugby match, both of which you've done in the past. When you get this thing ready, night before to be double shot in the morning.
No, typically night before. Just get it all set up, get it set somewhere, put it in a place and like label it up so no one's going to touch it, and just get it all set up. I'd probably just run through it again in the morning, make sure that nobody's gone through it, or nobody's kind of pinched anything or trying to tie it to.
So it's something you would keep at the club, is it?
Yeah. This would typically stay at the club. So, like for example, my one at Derby County, we've got different age group ones. So we've got something like one for each age group from under 9s through to 16s and 18s and first team and so on. So generally, the under 9s we take care of our own, and similar for the first team, they take care of their own as well. So, it will stay at the club.
Okay. So we're talking specifically about skiing today. We'll just have a little look later on about what might differ inside the bag for different sports. Yeah. Let's see what you've got in there for your moguls work and the British skis team work.
So the first thing is a body shop, a real simple body shop little bag. So this is a real simple quick access bag.
You mean made by Body Shop?
Yeah, it's from the Body Shop. This must have been like some Christmas gift or something, I don't know. So
this has got advertising opportunities available, by the way, Body Shop. Carry
on. This has got some real basics in. So this has got like electrolyte tablets in. This has got some Vicks, some bits of tape, a few little paracetamol, and what else have we got in there? Some gloves and a foil blanket. So this is the one that I would typically take up on the mountain, which has got kind of one of everything. Yeah. And it's really easy access. It's simple to get hold of, and it basically comes up me with the hill rather than taking this big one all the way up the top. Sure. This has got way more stuff in it, and this I would tend to leave in the hotel or somewhere like that where we're staying. And it's got more the things to use off the snow. So things that I could use if we needed to tape somebody. This little mini bag is my little bag that I would take, and if we've got an emergency, I can quickly do something on the slopes if they're able to continue skiing. If they're not able to continue skiing, obviously there'll be a bigger, wider team that will help take part with the.
And that was going to be my next question. If they've done something so bad that your little bag can't fix it, you obviously get the rest of the team in.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. So in terms of skiing, there's almost like a mountain rescue team at the side of the course all week. And should anybody get significantly injured, there's a stretcher there, and they'll organise and coordinate that with going onto the course, safely removing the athlete from the run, and then taking them back down to a skidoo or to the bottom in an ambulance, or organise all those sorts of things. Should it need that.
Okay, give us an example of something you might be able to patch up with that kit out on the slopes, the little kit.
Yeah, so things like
what happened that you could get somebody back to skiing from that.
Yeah, so some things like cuts and grazes. So sometimes you get like an ice burn or like a snow burn. It could even be like an awkward fall. Maybe put like an arm out and like jar an arm or jar an elbow, and therefore I've got enough tape and things in there that I could patch that up for the rest of the day, and then properly assess and properly sort of sort it out later if we need to with the bigger bag. It's got more kit and a wider range of things to use in there.
Okay, by and large, before we get onto that, would that be very similar for other sports as well? I know you take a bigger bag onto a football pitch, but essentially you've got your core bag there to fix small things. For serious things, you go into the bigger bag.
Yeah, no, typically this big bag will go onto the pitch with me for football. So if I was working in football, this big bag would go onto the pitch with me. I wouldn't have it as stocked up as it is because it's kind of got a lot of random bits in there. So it's got electrolyte tablets in there. We've got some vitamin C's, vitamin D's, and that's just mainly because we're traveling. So I tend to carry this sort of stuff with us. And it's got massage lotion. It's got sun cream in here.
Yeah, go through it, Tom. Let's have a look. Let's see what else.
So if we look at this one, I'll have my K-tape in there, which, again, if this was a normal run-on bag, I wouldn't take with me because, to be honest, I'm not going to use this pitch side, but it'd be really useful to take and use like post-game or pre-game.
Yeah.
So that's something I'll have. Then we've got some sun cream. We've got some zinc oxide tape. So this is very rigid tape. This is very stiff. I've got 5 or 6 rolls of this. This is great for sort of like supporting a joint or creating some stiffness around a joint that might be lax due to an overstretch or an over stress to a ligament. So they're really useful. I also carry some acupuncture needles or dry needling needles. Again, these won't be in everybody's run-on bag, but because this is my sort of like leave at the hotel bag, this is my little medical kit. So these are more for treatments in an evening.
That's one of the services you offer at the clinic as well, Tom, isn't it? At Optimum, the dry needle.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so that's complete that at the clinic and then take that away with us as well. We've got the typical deep heat. We've got some vitamin C, vitamin D, and some electrolytes. We've got this sort of tape. So this is an EAB. So this is sticky and terrible.
Yeah.
So this has got a bit more of elasticated to it and a bit more stretch. This is good to kind of close off joints. If you don't want to make it too rigid, too stiff, too harsh a compression, which this would do because this has no give in it at all.
Right.
Yeah. So this will give a little bit of support. This will give way more support and rigidity, but also reduce range of movement quite a bit.
Yeah, and you'd make that decision depending on what the strength of the injury is, obviously.
Completely, yes. So depending on what the significance of the injury is, and also depending on how much movement that athlete needs at that joint. Yeah. For example, with our skiers, if it's their ankle, I can kind of lock it off pretty hard because I know that their ankle's not going to move too much in the boot. If it's their knee, I probably don't want to lock it off too much, but I want to lock it off enough to allow to support the joint, but not to stop too much movement.
Got
you. Yeah. I'll have this, which is like a seat belt. So this is for treatment-based stuff. So again, use this in the clinic and take this away. So this is for joint distraction work, but also it double acts as a tourniquet for me on trips as well.
Wow.
So this is a last-minute tourniquet. Generally speaking, the guys on the mount will have one of these, but I just carry something simple like this just in case. So you can lock it off if needs be. And stop some significant bleeding if that occurred.
You ever had to use that as a tourniquet, Tom?
No.
Okay, good.
No, fortunately, no. What else? I've got some wipes in here, so like antiseptic wipes. What else have I got? Got loads of dressings. So I have blister pack.
Yeah. Very useful in ski boots from personal experience.
Got loads of different types of dressings, different sizes, different shapes. I've got some steri strips in here. All important nail clippers. Super useful. Someone's always asking for nail clippers. Gloves. Yeah, always, mate. It's one of those random things that people come and ask you, the physio, have you got any nail clippers? Why would I have nail clippers? But yes, I have, and it's just a guaranteed question that you're going to get asked. Some bigger dressings, some gauze.
Yeah.
What else have I got in here? And then this side, So this side, I've got a few different things. So that's my pre-tape spray from Sport Tape, which goes well with either this or this.
And what's that for? To help it stay on?
Yeah, yeah. So if we're on the mountain and it's a little bit sweaty and we still need to tape it, sometimes the tape won't stick if the skin's sort of wet or damp, it won't stick. So that just adds a nice sort of layer of adhesive. What else have we got? Petroleum jelly, so some Vaseline, again, just like to stop some friction in and around some certain areas. More gauze, some compression tights, Lemsips. I think that's about it in this bag.
Have you got any sort of hidden zips in there, Tom? Like in my laptop bag case, there's hidden zips, which the other day I went in and found things like paper clips, salt and pepper sachets from McDonald's, and an SD card.
No. Scissors. A massage lotion, but like a lot of these things I wouldn't tend to carry on my day-to-day run-on bag. It's more because I'm traveling. So this is like a wider, bigger kit bag. Again, if you're working in a team setting, so for example, Derby County, they'll take a big, massive, huge bag that'll have loads of stuff in it, loads of extras, loads of spares, loads of extra pieces of kit.
Yeah.
Which is what I've condensed into this.
Yeah.
And then I've condensed what I would normally use this as into this little one.
Sure.
Okay. So it's just about taking your essentials and having those essentials to hand, really.
So now we've gone through those, and because lots of people like to play sports like rugby, cricket, football, maybe more than skiing, how would that differ from a traditional physio running onto a pitch to deal with a guy, those sorts of sports? What would you take out? What would you put in?
So I'd definitely take out the spray. I'd probably take out the tape.
Yeah.
I would probably, especially in football, because you haven't really got time to tape on the pitch. Whereas in rugby, they'll generally stop the game if there's an incident. In football, you'll have to come off. So it slows it down a little bit. So I would take out any of the Lemsips or things like that I've got. Vitamin C tablets. I don't need those during the game. I'll probably leave the electrolytes in just in case somebody wants one and you're on the pitch and you've just got access to that and you can just quickly pass somebody one of those.
Yeah.
I probably won't keep the foil blankets in here because, again, if it's something significant enough, the big medical trauma team would turn up with all the oxygen, the air, the Entonox, all the drugs that are needed for pitchside stuff as well. So I wouldn't take the tourniquet again because that would be in the bigger, wider bag that would come on if there was a significant injury. I just carry a lot of these things just in case because we haven't got that bigger, wider bag. Yeah.
Okay. What's your most expensive piece of kit in there?
Oh, in here, in this one.
Yeah.
As a one-off.
It stands out as really expensive, isn't it, I suppose?
No, it's a one-off item. It might be the K-tape.
Right.
£25 a roll for one roll of K-tape. It might be that.
Yeah.
That might be it, to be honest, because all the rest of the things are maybe like £1-2 a roll. Whereas, like I said, in the bigger team, if you've got your bigger bag, some of the Entonox and some of the oxygen and things like that are like 1,500 quid. So
wow,
I don't carry that, but then we've got the mountain rescue who do carry that for us. So it means that we don't have to transport that sort of stuff around.
Are you allowed to take out things like an asthma inhaler or an Epi-Pen or things like that? Can you take those out because they're a very real part of modern day life?
Yeah, completely. If there was somebody in our team who had that, so if there was somebody in our team who was asthmatic or had some sort of allergy that required an Epi-Pen, then I would carry that. And often I would carry one and they would carry one too. And therefore we've both got an option should they be on their own and they've got an option to use it, or I've got one if they go into an issue where they haven't got access to that.
Sure.
But yeah, we haven't got one in our team, so I don't carry one.
Now you're back from the skiing trip. When's your next time you're going to be using the bag? Or sports next?
Skiing. I mean, I don't do too much pitch side stuff at football anymore. So my role is more sort of rehab based. So I don't do an awful lot of pitch side work there. But the next time I'll take this is probably going to be in the summertime, probably to Europe somewhere with the ski team.
Okay.
Not quite sure yet on the plans.
Fascinating. Don't forget those nail clippers.
Mate, they're so important.
Tom, that's really interesting. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for joining us folks today on Optimum Live. If you'd like to find out more about the business and how Tom and his colleagues can help you with any injuries, please log on to the website. If you're watching us on YouTube today, thank you. Please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us for the future. And you also find loads more information about how to recover from and guard against several common injuries on there. I link to that all the time. And if you'd like to contact Tom directly to book any appointments or find out more from him, Tom's email address is now on the screen. So that just leaves me, Martin Croson, say thanks a lot for joining us today here on Optimum Derby Live. Tom, thank you very much as usual.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for your help.
Thanks a lot.